I am not a leadership expert, I can tell you right now, but I can tell you I do something that it works. And I want to tell all of you that what I've been doing and what I'm doing right now, that we have the great culture based on that, and how my relationship is going on with my staff and with the people that I work with. And that might work for you. But as I said, I am not the leadership expert, but I know some about leadership, and I'm every day I'm studying, learning, observing, listening to the people that I admire as far as leadership expert. But leadership is not about me. Leadership is not about a title. It's not about your rank. It's not about you know what position you have in the society or in the company. Leadership is about your people. Leadership is about how you interact with your people, how much you care about your people. Leadership is something that I think you have to earn. You have to earn that respect as a leader. You have to be there for your troops. It's not something that you can inject to people. You can get up in the morning and say, I want to be a leader. It doesn't work like that. Unfortunately, a lot of company executives or a lot of people that they are in leadership position, they think that it's all about them, or people they have to listen to them all the time, and they think that they should run their company based on the fear, not trust or safety. It doesn't work like that. Right now, these days, people have many choices. If somebody comes and work for you, that doesn't mean that they need you. That means that they want to do something different. It means they want to work somewhere that they can be comfortable, be fulfilled, but they can be, respected. If you don't give them that environment and you don't create that culture as a leader, you're not going to be able to hold those people. If, for example, I have a boss, I cannot have an open conversation with my boss or whoever is in charge, then how am I going to build that relationship and do things and change things? How can I be a better performer? It's not going to happen. Unfortunately, some of us, we don't understand the power of transparency, the power of building a trust. You can create trust by asking for help. I always go to my staff and I ask them for help. If I don't know something and I want to know about something, I go and ask, because that's the only way I can build a trust that I'm no better than you guys. I might be better in some area, but I need help. I'm an individual that needs help, like you. We all work as a team. And if you cannot understand that as a leader, that as the people needs you, you need them as an equation that has to be equal, you're not going to be a successful leader. And then if as a leader, you're not going to be vulnerable and you don't believe that vulnerability is good, you're going to have a problem. Vulnerability doesn't mean that you are weak as a leader. Vulnerability means that you are open to suggestion, you are open to change, you are open to learn something new. And I know some of you say that I have been vulnerable and they use it against me. Let them use it. What they're going to do? Let them use it. They lost, not you. But in the organization or in the workplace, vulnerability between the boss or staff, that's good, because if you can't talk to your boss or your leader and say, hey, this is how I feel, and we're vice versa, what kind of environment you're gonna have. You're gonna run the environment with fear. You're gonna run the environment that nobody wants to talk. They put their heads down, that they come to work, they do their job, and they collect a paycheck. They go home. That's not the environment that you want to have. You want to have an environment that every employee that walks into that business, they are fulfilled and happy. Those employees, they create loyalty. You create loyalty by doing that. But if you just think that this is it, I'm a boss, you gotta listen, you gotta do all what I said, it's not gonna work. Those days are gone. Those days are gone. Now is all about collaboration. We hold our position. Don't get me wrong. When you're a CEO or you got an owner, you still have your position. You still gotta make decision, and everything is your fault. Everything happens in my company is my fault. I always tell my staff everything. I take full responsibility for that, good or bad. I take full responsibility, but that doesn't mean that I want to run it like a boot camp. It's not working like that. You have to really very, very open minded as a leader, because as I said, it is very important for the leaders out there, for the bosses, for CEOs to understand that if you do not create that safety zone, that the people can come actually talk to you about their dreams, about their suffering, about what is going on in their lives, then that's not a company. That's not a culture. You got to create a culture that everybody is comfortable. Everybody, they feel that they're part of something bigger. You have to give them that feeling, not by just saying it, by doing it. By doing it. I have people, or I know people that have been in the situation that I see that most leaders, they don't even ask for feedback, and they know they are wrong. They know they are wrong, but they don't ask feedback from their staff or their troops because they think that's a sign of weakness. They have to figure out everything by themselves, which is wrong. You can't figure out everything by yourself. Sometimes you got to step out of your comfort zone and you got to say, guys, I don't know this. Can you help me out here? When you do that, then you build trust. You build a community. You build a culture that nothing can shake it. That's how it works. As I said, leadership is not about the rank or the title or your position. Leadership is all about connecting with your people, understanding your people, understanding their flaws, understanding what makes them happy, what makes them upset, and all that stuff. Leadership is a very, very complicated position, but at the same time can be very simple if you understand of the basics of the leadership. Number one, understand your people. Number two, be open to change. Number three, be a good listener, and so on. There's a lot of stuff that we can do on a daily basis that will build a company for the better, for the future, especially right now that we are going through crisis, like this digital transformation, this, recession and everything else is going on. We really need to be more understanding of our people and what they're going through. We have to put ourselves in their shoes as a leader, as things that what can I do for them? How can I serve them? As they serve you, you have to serve them. Leadership is not complicated, but you can make it complicated. As a human being, we have a tendency to make everything complicated. And when you do that, then everything is going to be hard. Simplicity is a key to success. I always say that. Keep it simple. It's not really complicated. Keep it simple. Respect other people as you want to be respected. Help other people as you need help sometimes. It's very, very easy. But as I said, we have a tendency to, make things complicated. But As I said, the only way to feel the freedom and to be out there and do the good things and understand other people is just to understand yourself first and what are your responsibilities. As a leader, you really have to think what are your responsibilities. You are responsible for the people under you. You are responsible for their lives while they are in your charge. Your job is to protect them, to serve them. Their job is not to protect and serve you. If you do that, that automatically the other side of the equation will be taken care of. But you can't look at that equation in one sided or one way, and not gonna happen. You really have to understand the psychology of human behavioral and to understand how other people think and react and act and all that stuff. When you understand that, then you are in a better position to manage and understand your people and be there for them when you need them. As I said, leadership is very fascinating. It's a very fascinating concept, and to talk about it, you can have different points of view. As you know, you have a lot of leadership experts out there, but they all at the end talk about one thing: it's about your people. That's it. They never say it's about the leader; it's about your people, because your people can make you or break you. Thank you.